Hi again, guys. Right, as I say, I'm sorry for the lack of. I'm sorry for the lack of uploads lately. It's just that I've had a lot of family problems that I've been needing to keep an eye on and sort out. So, yeah, but since the last. Yeah, that were a moth that flew in front of the camera. Yeah, but since the last main lots of uploads, that black trick, which is the trick of these two, as you saw in one of the last videos when them two had a swap, and in the last video, that's when they first spotted it. I've been keeping track of him because that trick, which was there in that nest, is now here. But he's around 10 weeks old now. Those just been a bit battered by the other birds, as you can see. He's going a bit bald. He's going a bit bald on his head. That's because he keeps being pecked on by the other birds. Yep, Caesar's back out since he was in isolation. And to come back out, it's been alright since there's not been bullying in there or the other birds. Yeah, but the thing is, he's been out he's been out of isolation about 2 months now, and since he's been alright. So also, that's the mother of the 3-week-old squab I'm hand weaving. So, and the dad of that squab is in there. So he's the dad. He's a male blue racer. And then this is the female, which is the mom. She's a blue racer as well. But the squab I'm hand weaving of them tools, of that pair, he's as I said, he's got a bit of white on his wingtip for some reason. So I don't know, because none of the parents have got white on the wings. Also, these two have been laying eggs. First lot of eggs failed. Then a couple of weeks back, these did have 2 hatchlings, but one day I came in to the loft, found that these 2's eggs had hatched, and both squabs, newborn, were the same size. Then after that, a few days later, one of the squabs hadn't grown one bit, and while the other one had kind of tripled in size. So I knew I would lose the smaller one, which hadn't grown. And then when I lost the smaller one, that's when the larger one died at about a week old. Yeah, that's what I mean. The only successful fledgling I've got so far this year is him. Because his parents, which are them two, they're not first-time parents, they were a breeding pair when got them. So it's just like them two aren't first-time parents, but all the other parents are all first-timers. So the first year of keeping pigeons, you do get a lot of failures. Most of the eggs or chicks are failures in the first year. That's why I'm resorting now to hand weaving them. So yeah, them two, I've had a couple of chicks though. So yeah, they had one which fell out of the nest a couple of weeks back because they were nesting in this bit, and the chick was in there. And one morning I came in, noticed the chicks weren't in there. Then I looked around and he were somewhere down here, really stiff and sort of gasping. So yeah, he's the only trick I know to cause his death off. But that was their two tricks. and also this fantail. This fantail's rescue. Fantail's rescue. As you can see, he's tattered and his tail feathers are a mess. So, and I found out that midnight, which is this black one, I found out she's a female. So, I've still got that tippler. Yeah, I bought a few weeks back, I bought a new tippler. It's the exact same kind, but that one's a female. Well, my original one is a male. So, and this tippler, I'm still unsure of the sex. First thought it were female, then I thought it was male. But to be honest with you, I haven't got a clue. Also, him and his partner are sitting on eggs. They laid a couple of eggs a couple of weeks back. Then a few days later, the eggs had vanished. Then a few weeks before that, they had 2 chicks. And then that's when they both died. Oh, and also this white fantail, she's a rescue as well. She's a rescue, and as you can see, she's not really breathing properly. I'm not really sure what's up with her, but she's sort of struggling breathing, and as you can see, she's ruffled. So, not sure. And also, these two have actually kicked the 10-week-old baby out of the nest now. So, as you can see, the baby is having to fend for himself because the parents are even pecking at him. So they'll be getting ready to lay some more eggs soon, I would say. So also, she's sat on 2 eggs, my high flyer. Yeah, they've had a couple of rounds which failed. So yeah, it's just that as soon as the chicks get to about a week and a half old, the parents just abandon them. As I say, it's first time parents, most of these. So also the oldest hand-reared squab I've got, the brown one, that is actually his dad. So the reason why I'm having to hand rear his squab is because he weren't being really looked after at his old home. So that means that he came with the squab, so that means I've taken him and I'm hand rearing his squab. So basically, both fantails, rescues. But last week, well, actually, this white one did come as a pair. But last week, I let the male out because the week before I let the male out, he was out for 2 days and 2 nights. We're back here every morning. Then last week, I let him out and he has vanished. So this is the breeding partner, she's on her own. And since her partner's gone missing, she's not been herself. So I think I need to get her to a vet or something, to be honest with you. Yeah, because I've not seen it this bad. It's weren't like this earlier. So I'm going to try and get a vet rung up tomorrow for her. So no, the rest are alright. While with him, I might just have to trim his tail feathers down a bit. So I might have to trim his tail feathers down a bit. So yeah. Anyway, so them pigeons, that's what's been going on since my last upload. See you in the next video. Bye. Bye.